Good night. Hello everyone. I am Dr. Christina. I am psychiatrist. I am chief of psychiatrist medical residence of São José dos Pinhais, Paraná. I am psychiatrist professor of Pequeno Príncipes Medicine College. I am member of Academy for Eating Disorders, and I am secretary of Eating Disorders Committee from Brazilian Psychiatry Association. And today I'm gonna speak a little bit about eating disorders in this period of new coronavirus pandemic. So we are realizing a wide range of eating disorders in this period, varying from restrictive eating disorders, like for example anorexia, to some compulsive eating disorders, like for example binge eating disorders or bulimia nervosa, and the other kinds of dysfunctional eating behaviors, like for example overeating or emotional eating. As you know, we are facing very difficult period regarding the scare of being infected by coronavirus, or even though infect the loved ones. And we are facing a lot of problems involving difficulties in lifestyles, very intensive modifications in our professions, in our economical status. For example, a lot of people are facing financial loss. Other people are facing modifications in your professional schedules. They are working in a new model that is home office, work from home. That's a very challenging issue, mainly for women that have to accumulate the functions of housemaid, mother, wives, cookers, and professional as well. It's very difficult. So these factors could contribute to the increase of anxiety levels. But regarding the eating patterns, we could realize two main types of eating disorders, as I told before. But in this first video, I'm gonna speak about the restrictive eating disorders, like anorexia nervosa. So we are realizing that at this moment a lot of patients with anorexia nervosa are increasing their restrictive patterns of eating in a frustrated attempt to control something in this time where the most of things are out of control. It's a personality trait of patients with anorexia nervosa, try to control all that they can. So other very important issue is the impossibility of doing physical activities. And patients with anorexia nervosa, in a lot of cases, try to restrict even more, much more, their food intake because they couldn't do physical activities to lose the calories that they had intake with the meals, for example. And the other important question is the interactions with other ones in home, like parents, for example. In this time of a lot of people are working for home, it's very common that parents, brothers, sisters stay in the most of time together in home, And the anorexic patients really don't like feel themselves surveilled by family, and it could cause an increase in disruptive eating patterns, increase their food restrictions, and as a consequence, anorexic patients could uh, could could present weight loss at this moment. So what's very important at this moment is try to keep their professional appointments. At this moment, most of professionals could do their appointments presential or online with a telemedicine model, for example. In the case of anorexic patients, the parents could measure the patient's weight and take a picture and immediately share this picture with their psychiatrist, for example, or psychologist, and try to keep the follow-up at this moment. Is very important to avoid the worsening of these cases. But let's remember that it's a transitory period. It's not a permanent condition. Let's try to see the glass half full and not half empty. And as soon as possible, we gonna hurt ourselves with very kindness in the best way as possible. And I wish you a very pleasant night. And in the next video, I'm gonna speak a little bit about overeating, emotional eating, and compulsive eating disorders or binge eating disorders. Thank you very much for your attention and comprehension.